Hey guys, so I'm going to show you why this Champions League final matchup is coded, predetermined, ritualistic. I'm not here to give you a pick. If you want my pick and my in-play finds, you'll have to go to my website. You guys can share your insights, who you think is going to win. I'm going to show you why they're meeting. Why Paris Saint-Germain will be playing Arsenal in the Champions League final in 2026 in Hungary. I'm going to show you why they're playing. Just to confirm to you that it's all ritualistic. It's all coded around the topics that I've been showing you for 6 years. So you guys can tell me who you think is going to win, because that's all it is. It's who you think is going to win. We don't know. So you can either put Arsenal or PSG in the chat, and we'll see. What, you can't hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Yes or no? So Traps is saying, I can't hear. Can you hear me? This always seems to happen. There's one person that says, I can't hear. We good? So it's just that one person. All right, so go on, type it in then. PSG or Arsenal? And I am going to go at my presentation and show you it's all rigged. I'm going to use that word rigged, right? Share this with your family and friends. I'll share my screen. Please like it. Please share it. Support it. Dave, thank you for your support, mate. I appreciate you greatly. Julie, I know you watched my Freemason video and that you needed that video. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. All right. So you're going to get a mixture, I think, of PSG and Arsenal in the chat. And that's understandable. PSG are favourites. All right. This is short deliberately. I could go on for hours today. I just don't have time. Perhaps tomorrow I'll give you a full breakdown of the final. But this is more to show you why they're meeting, okay? And hit the like, guys. I really need more support. If you're watching this, just hit the like button right now so I don't have to keep asking. 21 watching, 21 likes. Everyone who comes into my stream, just hit the like straight away. I never disappoint with the information, ever. So just ping it straight away, trust me. Incredible Arsenal UEFA Champions League code that shows the 2026 UEFA Champions League final is scripted. This is huge to me. To show you it's scripted, okay? Not about being right all the time. I do that most of the time, as you see with my futures, but it's way bigger than me being right at this point. I don't know how it's being done, but this is being done. So Arsenal Football Club will meet PSG in the 2026 Champions League final, and the final's in Puskas Arena. Now, remember in football, it's fixtures. It's all fixed, all right, to some degree. And the final's in Puskas Arena. Now, we know that Mikel Arteta played football for Arsenal and for Paris Saint-Germain. Mikel Arteta is high up in the occult. There's absolutely no doubt about it that he is high up, very high up. Same with Guardiola, same with Luis Enrique. All right, they're all Spaniards as well. And there's a lot of Jesuits in Spain. But again, I believe these people worship Satan, the devil, okay? And he rewards them. And I've shown you that. I've shown you with the symbolism. I've shown you 6 years. I've written books about it. I've shown you the biblical connections. It's up to you if you want to watch my videos. Now, it's going to be in Puskas Arena. In Hungarian, Puskas is an occupational surname that translates directly to gunner, marksman, or shooter. It comes from the word puska, which means gun. The name traces its roots back to medieval times when surnames were adopted, typically describing individuals who specialized in firearms or archery. Globally, the name is most famously associated with the legendary Hungarian footballer Ferenc Puskás. He was the star forward for the mighty Magyars in the 1950s and famously played for Real Madrid. Because of his incredibly powerful and accurate left foot, we know Arsenal's captain's left-footed, Dembele's left-footed, so you could see a left-footed goal in this final, which struck the ball with the precision and speed of a gun His surname became synonymous with striking prowess. In his honor, FIFA created the annual FIFA Puskas Award to recognize the most beautiful goal scored worldwide each year. Can everybody give me a woo? Arsenal are going to be playing a Champions League final in Puskas Arena, and Arsenal's nickname is the Gunners. And Puskas is an occupational surname that translates directly to gunner. It also means marksman, right? And Gaia is a Swedish international footballer who plays as a striker for Arsenal, the Gunners, and is of Hungarian descent. If this guy scores, it's crazy. His paternal grandfather, Istvan, fled Hungary in 1956 and settled in Sweden. Right? And remember, he is a marksman for the Gunners, correct? He signs, they win the league. Number 14, they get their 14th league title. Their season began on Thierry Henry's birthday. Number 14, their record signing, Declan Rice, was born the 14th day of 1999. They've won 14 FA Cups. Let's not pretend these numbers are not relevant, right? Now, again, going back to this, marksman, gunner, Gaia is Hungarian descent. Their marksman is a gunner. He's got a powerful shot as well, like Puskas. Right? Now, Frenchman, remember you're going to see Arsenal against a French team, PSG. The only other Champions League final they played in was in Paris' stadium, where they lost to Barcelona. All right, and then Frenchman Thierry Henry signed for Barcelona, where he won the Champions League with them. Frenchman Olivier Giroud won the FIFA Puskas Award in 2017 for his spectacular scorpion kick. I've talked about the scorpions in the Bible. Volley while playing for Arsenal against Crystal Palace, who are coded to win that UEFA Conference League, which they just did. And Arsenal were just coronated inside Crystal Palace's stadium in what was their match before they meet French champions PSG in the 2026 UEFA Champions League final. Again, please hit the like button. You're getting information here daily you won't find anywhere else on YouTube daily. So please support it. Hit the like button. I could just end the stream right there. All right. Remember Giroud's scorpion kick? It was insane. And again, Crystal Palace, they've won 3 trophies now since King Charles III was coronated. And then Arsenal are coronated inside Crystal Palace Stadium. And then Crystal Palace win the UEFA Conference League in Germany with their Austrian coach. And Adolf Hitler was born in Austria, was the Chancellor of Germany. Okay? The Nazi sign is an eagle. Crystal Palace are the Eagles, right? Hello, Veronica. Much love to you. Chuck's here, an unbelievable coder. Chuck says that PSG can get their 337th all-time Champions League point, 68th prime, all back to war. Unbelievable. Yeah, all world wars began on 68, ain't numerology pure. Adolf Hitler, he died a span of exactly 68 months after World War II began. So yeah, that's a huge find. When Guardiola won the Champions League, Chuck, against Inter Milan, he got his 337th Champions League point. Can I get a woo? The 68th prime. And then Pep won the 68th edition of the European Cup, thanks to a 68th minute winner by Rodri, who went on to win the 68th Ballon d'Or, which I coded. And I'm telling you, Guardiola played with Luis Enrique, the PSG coach. They all came through at Barcelona. An incredibly Masonic club, okay? A Catholic club, which brings you back to the Society of Jesus. Yeah, the Ballon d'Or is going to be in England on the anniversary of the Football Association being founded. So you got to, I think the favourite's Yamal. But if Harry Kane or Declan Rice get it in England, it might be too blatant. But remember when Maradona, on his birthday, Messi won the Ballon d'Or? Messi won the Ballon d'Or on Maradona's birthday, which again I coded about a year before. So yeah, Chuck's been supporting me for years. We still message each other. He's a friend of mine. Now look at this. I found something here I don't think anybody knew about. Ferenc Puskás was a Hungarian footballer and manager, widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, the greatest Hungarian footballer of all time, and the sport's first international superstar. And I've told you the final is going to be in Hungary in Puskás Arena. Now, when we go to Puskás, some of you would have heard of them. If you're a young lad watching my videos, which a lot of you are young now, you probably never heard of him. But he's Hungary's greatest ever player. 84 goals in 85 international matches. That's crazy when he was playing for Hungary. But he also played 4 matches for Spain. Now, looks like he's had a few hot dogs there. Can somebody give me a woo? No, Bruno won't win it. Bruno's not winning the Ballon d'Or. Maybe next year. Look at the size of this guy. But anyways, I noticed that he was born on 4-1. I was like 41. That might connect to this guy. Declan Rice. So he is Arsenal's record signing. And Declan's number 41. Still don't know the story behind that. I'm sure he's got one. But he's number 41. And if Rice wins the Champions League, his odds will dramatically drop to win the Ballon d'Or. If Declan Rice wins the Ballon d'Or, you might as well just stop watching pro football. Can I get a woo? He's a decent midfielder, guys, but best player in the world if he gets it. And again, he signs for Arsenal from West Ham, and then Arsenal win the league and West Ham get relegated. I did that before the season began. West Ham were going down. And people are like, no, they've got a decent squad, decent coach. I said they're going down. And they did. So, 41, that is Puskás's birthday. 4-1. And there's confirmation. But Puskás, he died 11-17. And that is the 187th prime number. And Society of Jesus equals 187. And they were founded in Paris, France. So that could benefit PSG. Yeah, I've got that, Cuthbert. Thank you. Cuthbert, what a great name that is. Can we have a woo for the name Cuthbert? What a great name, eh? Best centre mid in the world, but too scared to pass 5 yards forward. Yeah, I'll tell you something with Declan Rice. He's really good at passing the ball sideways. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to show you something in a moment as well. I've already mentioned why Arsenal keeps scoring corner kicks. I've got something else to show you. Adam, did you win your first trophy as a coach age 22? I don't know, bro. I don't know how old I was. As a coach, probably would have been around that age. But I don't know, bro. Right, now look at this. Right? So Puskás was born on 4-1, and the Hungarian football icon, con artist, Ferenc Puskás never played for Arsenal professionally, but he was a known admirer of the club. He memorably visited Highbury in 1971, where he donned the famous red and white kit for an impromptu penalty competition. I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying this. Again, keep smashing the like button. Let me just share what I see. Can I get a woo? Let the illusion share what he sees. Don't see him as a prophet. If this finishes with a shootout and this Puskas, for whatever reason, came to Highbury to take part in a penalty competition, I'll be blown away is all I'm going to say. That for me is an ideal situation. This goes to a shootout, which connects to war. I don't know that, but it wouldn't shock you. They're both defensively unbelievable, especially Arsenal. It wouldn't shock you. When did you last have a shootout in a Champions League final? I don't know. I didn't look. Anybody know? Top of the head? When was the last Champions League that went to a penalty shootout? If anybody knows, put it in the chat. Arsenal reaching the UEFA Champions League final is proof that football is scripted, bro. Their level of football is horrible. 100% agree. Now, 2016, wow. And that's when Chelsea beat Bayern, yeah, with Drogba. Okay. Wait, with Drogba. Did you guys see this? Where is it? This guy. I haven't posted it yet, but Evan Gussand. He just made history. More history. I've been talking about this. All this history, correct? So this guy, by the way, he was born 7-1, and Puskas was at Highbury in the year 71. But this guy was born in France and is from Ivory Coast. Drogba. But Ivorian striker Ivan Gussard makes European history with remarkable double. Crystal Palace loanee Gussard clinches unique double after Europa and Conference League triumphs. So he basically won trophies with Villa and Palace in the same season. So this guy, who just looks MK Ultra'd, has to connect to this final. Right? He has to. But it's just more history. There'll be something connecting this guy if I look deeper into it. It could, I'm telling you, if it goes to penalties, I think it's because of this. I'm not telling you it's going to penalties. I just like to show you. And then on my website, I code in play with my members. We see what's going on. Somebody scores, we dissect it. Why did he score? When was his birthday? What's his gematria? Whatever it may be. What was the timing of the goal? What's his jersey number? So Arsenal's record signing is number 41, Puskas' birthday. Declan Rice. And he starred for Arsenal. You're going to like this. You probably remember this. 645 views on X, but only 47 people brave enough to watch. The algorithm's a lie, isn't it, bro? But do you remember Declan Rice last year? He dominated Real Madrid. I think Arsenal beat them 5-1 on aggregate. And Declan Rice, just out of nowhere, became this unbelievable free kick taker. Do you remember? One of his free kicks was unbelievable. And he dominated Real Madrid. And who's a Real Madrid legend? Puskas. Last year, Arsenal murdered Real Madrid, guys. And he was the best player over the two games. I'm pretty sure that connected to Puskas. Yeah, some sort of spiritual wickedness, his free kicks. There is that chance, thank you, DNGM. Do you reckon Arsenal will win 3 Prems in a row to signify World War III? No. But there's a possible 3 here, isn't there, brother? If Arsenal win the Champions League, 3 English teams have won the European Cup. And remember, Arsenal, you have a nuclear arsenal, and I think World War III will be nuclear. So you've got a 3 there. Villa won the Europa League, which I coded 10 months ago. Palace won the UEFA Conference League, coded 10 months ago. I personally did code PSG 10 months ago, but this is hard. But you can have 3 English teams win the European competitions. That's your 3. That's a potential 3. But remember, PSG did win the 33rd edition of the Champions League last year. And France's dialing code is plus 33. And they hosted the 33rd edition of the Olympics. So I don't think Arsenal win 3 in a row. I think if anyone's going to win the league next year, it's Man United. There's more chance the Thunder 3-peat, but they've got to get through the Spurs and then the Knicks. It's not easy. That game 6 today is so hard. I've posted my code on my website. Very difficult, that game. It's funny how Spurs are doing so well in the NBA and Arsenal's rival is Spurs. Can I get a woo? Told you Spurs would... Didn't Spurs... Oh my word, here we go, Adam. I think Spurs stayed up with 41 points. Oh, they did. Guys, come on. Spurs, they stayed up with 41 points. And then Declan Rice's West Ham went down. And he's number 41. Oh, here we go. Spurs! Oh, I'm going again. Guys, somebody buy me an orange juice for this stream. Come on. Throw a $5 in there. Spurs stayed up with 11 draws and 17 losses. 11-17. That's when Puskas died. Puskas died 11-17. Oh my word. Spurs. The only reason I thought about Spurs, remember Wembanyama, he's born on 4-1, the 4th of January. And he got 41 points in game 1 against the Thunder. I know West Ham went down with that 9-19, which is the Queen's funeral. And remember the Queen gave Bobby Moore the trophy in 66 whilst he played for West Ham. That's mental. Good find, Adam. We'll take that. All of it overlaps, guys. I know you're starting to see it now because I get loads of beautiful emails. Thank you. Say, oh, man, I doubted you for years, but man, it's coded. Thank you. You've really helped me. Persistence, baby. Persistence. Now look at this. There's Puskas just randomly at Highbury. Even this guy's doing the Masonic point. That's obviously Arsenal's keeper. I've got the confirmation here. It's so random. Is that Gordon Banks? Wait, is that the guy that won the World Cup with England? That's Gordon Banks, yeah? All the banks are about to collapse, aren't they? With the economy. He made the most famous save ever against Pele. But look at him, man. Yeah, obviously, he must have retired at this point. But he definitely didn't retire from eating hot dogs, did he? Can I get a woo? He's even got his finger point here. He reminds me of the ET finger. I don't think these players are in control. I think even this penalty shootout was rigged. He scored 6. I think he missed 3 or Banks saved 3. And he skied 1. And I saw some stuff. Look, there you go. Took 10 penalties, of course he did, for Satan. Scored 6. Banks saved 3. And then 1 flew over the crossbar. That's shocking for me. Scoring 6 out of 10 penalties ain't good enough for me. You've got to be getting at least 8. I don't care if Gordon Banks is in net. Just look at that. He's got a similar stance. I'll tell you this. His stance is very similar to Maradona's. Another little tiny demon with a big gut who was possessed. He's got very similar stance to Maradona. I bet even this shootout was rigged. Now, Hungary's dialing code, this is fascinating. I've shown this a lot. Hungary's dialing code is plus 36. This ain't good for Arsenal. This particular find is not good for them. So Hungary's dialing code is plus 36. And 666 is the 36 triangular number. All right, it's all satanic. That's the year Pope Francis was born. And I've shown you Arteta's connections to the Catholic Church. But Arsenal and Arteta, if you look at this, if they don't lose, guys, they go undefeated in the Champions League. I find it crazy with that team they have. But look how many points they have coming in. So Arsenal have 36 points coming into this Champions League final in Hungary. And Hungary's dialing code is plus 36. You see that? And they're 11-3. That all connects to COVID, declared a pandemic the 11th of March. Arteta, the first coach to test positive in the Premier League for COVID. So I don't know if they lose. He goes 11-3-1. 31's the 11th prime. If he draws, he's undefeated, which is a crazy achievement. I don't know. So I just wanted to show you the 36. There's a lot of work for me to do on this final. And yeah, Chuck said the last Champions League final that went to a shootout was Atletico Real Madrid. And who did Arsenal knock out in the semi-finals? They knocked out Atletico. Now, there's some, Zuba Mendes, 36. Arsenal centre mid. There's loads of 36s. When Messi played for Paris Saint-Germain, was the season he won the World Cup. Argentina became 3-6 in World Cup finals. They've won 3 out of 6. And they came into that World Cup 36 games unbeaten. And then Messi won the World Cup 6 months, 6 days before he turned 36. And 6 times 6 is 36. So Messi has the connection with PSG. So yeah, anyways, I did want to show you that. And do you know, somebody earlier said it's all rigged, right? I have to question why Arsenal were the favourites for the Champions League pre-season. I have to. Yeah, 10 years ago, another 10. And that put, oh my word, yeah, thank you, Traps. Look, the last penalty shootout was 10 years ago. And look how many penalties Puskas took. Can I get a woo? That's a good connection. Last Champions League final that went to a shootout was 10 years ago. And Puskas just so happened to take 10 penalties at Highbury. That's fast. I know you don't all bet, Sheldy, God bless you. I know you don't all bet. Much love to you. I know some of you do to certain degrees. I would put a bet on a shootout. What's the odds? Anybody know? 3-1? I would have a little bet for fun that it goes to a penalty shootout. There's Arteta at PSG, look. The 18 months that made Mikel. So it all overlaps. Whether these players know it or not, I think Arteta knows. Well, I've shown you it's all Freemasonry with football, so they have to know. They're not ignorant to it. Adam, you on fire this last few weeks. Cheers, Justin. So sleepless nights, baby. And it's like 6 years of my work coming to fruition now for you all. Royal Family, Society of Jesus, the Bible, Freemasonry, the symbolism. People are starting to, Kobe Bryant, people are starting to go, okay, I think he's proved his point at this point. But people are still going to deny, and that's life. So Hungary's dialing code is plus 36. Arsenal come into the Champions League final in Hungary with 36 points. Real Madrid, where Puskas is a legend, they were founded on 3-6. Arsenal topped that group stage. It had 36 teams. Did you guys notice that? This is last man, God bless you, Jaden. Adam, did you see Whitney Houston miss a penalty pre-game World Cup final 1994, and then Italy missed a penalty in the actual game? Yes. Was it the one where Baggio missed? Basketball, football was invented by Freemasons. So was baseball. So was baseball. I'm going to have to turn my fan on, but thank you. Yeah, not everybody knows that. God bless you, Fair Spear. One of the best coders on my site. And what else is there? The Beast of Revelation reigns for 3 years and 6 months. Was it Diana Ross who missed? It was a famous singer, wasn't it? But I know Arsenal topped this. Where's the table? Because Arsenal went perfect 8 for 8, and I said that with Odegaard's the captain, number 8. He has the same birthday as Pope Francis. And they got 8 wins, 24 points. Kobe Bryant won number 8, number 24. Now, PSG, they got 14. And Arsenal just won their 14th league title. Keep an eye on PSG's number 14. He seems to score, is it Dowie? The 14, Pope Leo the 14th. There's 14s everywhere. So it's first place against the 11th. And remember, the Queen was born the 111th day of the year. And 9/11 was with 111 days left in the year. So, yeah, Arsenal they don't concede. Conceded 4 goals in 8 games in the Champions League, which is crazy. And PSG conceded 11. So Arsenal had a +9 goal difference more than PSG, which is a shock. I don't rate Arsenal, but it doesn't matter, does it? Arsenal can go 1-1 in UEFA Champions League finals against the 11th team. That's a good find. Yep, absolutely. What's PSG's record? Can they also go? A PSG already 1-1. They lost to Bayern Munich on Kobe Bryant's 42nd birthday. Kingsley Coman scored, the winner, who used to play for Paris. Are they 1-1? So they can go 2-1 or 1-2. Arsenal can go 1-1 or 0-2. I'll have to play around with that. This is tough. This is a tough one. 500 quid on the winner. Who are you betting on? Oh, you're going to bet on whoever I say? Go to my website. That's where I put my picks, bro. I'm just showing you why they're meeting in this stream. PSG lost to Sport in the Champions League this season. Gaiacori's former club. Good find. Where did Sporting did well, didn't they? Look, Sporting finished 7th in the standings and then just lost a final against a team from the 2nd division. Where is that? Who did they lose to? Look at this. They just got look. This club don't even have a badge on the internet. Can I get a woo? That's how unknown they are. Sporting finished 7th in the Champions League group, best teams in the world, and just lost to this team in a final. Who are they? I'd never heard of them. Well, they were founded when the Illuminati were founded. That's interesting. I've just seen that. But how? Look, Porto B. They're in a league with Porto's B team. How? And then they beat Sporting Lisbon. It can't be real, guys. It can't be real. I'm sorry. What have you? Well, did you predict it, Adam? No, I didn't even look at. I didn't even know they were playing until somebody told me. Did you see Sporting lost in the final? I was like, who did they lose to? Benfica, Porto? Like, no, Tenerife. I'm like, who? Who are they? And they were like, I don't know. But they're not even in the first division. So stuff like that is enough. And then Sporting is where Ronaldo came through. It's where Bruno Fernandes, who just got the Player of the Year, came through. Gaia Corres played for them, but he didn't come through there. So yeah, Sporting was second, 6 points off Porto, and then they lose to a team in the league of Porto's second team. Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. What else did I want to show you? So this is pretty wild, yeah. Yeah, Grimsby beat Man United. You've got to accept this now, guys. You can't be like, oh no, it's not rigged. You've got to come to terms with it now. Even this guy, I'm going to remind you, Puskas translates to gunner, and the Gunners are going to play the Champions League in Puskas Arena. All the stuff I talk about with war. All right, you can't just be like, you can't brush it off. If my brother John's watching, I love you so much, John. Don't let our brotherly rivalry blind what I'm saying to you. Because this stuff is not up for debate now. That it's rigged. How it's being rigged is up for debate. But you can't say it's not. And there's the Puskas Arena. I won't be watching the final. But I think all these players, they're all connected. Look, there's the thing I found with Giroud, who played for Arsenal, gets the scorpion kick against Palace. And my Freemason video yesterday, guys, that was eye-opening. If you watched it, give me a woo. That was really eye-opening. No, like Fabregas, like he goes to Como. Como were like in the lowest division, and now they're in the Champions League. And he goes there, and straight away they're beating Milan and Juventus to the Champions League spots. Like, and it's like, what Fabregas, he's got so much knowledge. There's something with these Barcelona players, guys. It's not just their education at the new camp. There's him, there's Pep, there's Arteta, there's Luis Enrique. Jose came through Barcelona. He was the interpreter. Something's going on at that club with rituals. And I told you in Freemasonry, they have the Red Lodge and the Blue Lodge. He obviously was at Arsenal and Chelsea. But Barcelona's jersey is red and blue. Right? And PSG have the red and blue, which is the Masonic lodges, which is a fact because I showed you it. I went on the Freemason website. Look at this photo with the red and the blue. That's one of the best goals you'll ever see, by the way. But remember, look at the people in the stadium. They played you with coronavirus as well. But yeah, red and blue. Red and blue. Like they don't know. I'll ask you this now, all of you watching. 70 watching. Could we have 70 likes for the algorithm? I just want to ask you this right now. Do you think Enrique and Arteta already know who's going to win? That's my question. So let me know. Remember when PSG spanked Inter Milan last season in the final? Inter so good defensively. Was it 5-0? Wait, was it 5-0? Anybody? I know they spanked them. I coded PSG a win, not before the season began, but that final. What score was it? 5-0. Now, that benefits Arsenal. There you go. Mason's already said it. That benefits Arsenal. Arsenal are going for their 50th trophy. Are they going to win their 50th trophy against the club that won last year's Champions League final 5-0? Most people see 5-0 there. I see 50. And I've just thought about it. I need another woo here. That Palace player, wherever he is, this guy, right? His birth is 7-1. Isn't this the 71st edition of the European Cup? Oh my word, it is. So this guy who's just got that record, his birth is 7-1. It's the 34th season of the Champions League. Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League. I've given you all the 34s in my book and on my website. But yeah, it's the 71st edition, and that guy's birthday is 7-1. He was born the year of 9/11. What is going on? And these trophies don't mean anything. So he played 7 games for Villa, then he joined Palace. 7. Arsenal, 49 trophies, 7 times 7. Do you know at one point in the season, Arsenal did have 49 points in the league? They went 49 games unbeaten. 49 is bigger than 50 with Arsenal. For the code, it'd be better for my book if Arsenal lost. Although I don't know some of these fans. All right, so let's close this. Oh, 7. Keep an eye on this joker. And also keep an eye on that 7 for PSG. What's his name? I can't pronounce his name. The guy from Georgia. I have a feeling he's going to star. Guys, it's 11:17 my time, and I'm on a Puskas tab, which is the date he died. That number 7 for PSG, I think, is going to deliver. It's from Georgia. I've connected Arsenal to George a lot, like, for example, George Graham, but lots of Georges with Arsenal, the St. George's flag and all of that. Keep an eye on that Georgian. What's his name? I don't even know. Is it this guy? Wait, they call his nickname's Cavadonna. Oh my word! This guy's nicknames, obviously, Maradona played for Napoli. That's his nickname. This guy. Oh my word! What's his odds to score or assist? Yeah, keep an eye on him. This Georgian. Oh my, he's got the 9/11 2001. What's he doing there as well? I've shown you what that means. Moloch. Freemasonry. Look. So this guy is obviously high up. I saw the result. Paris FC beat PSG. They beat them 1-0, didn't they? Charlie George. Thank you, George Armstrong. Good stuff, Mr. Flynn. These players know the outcome before the tournament begins. They pretend to cry when they win. I agree. I believe that to be true. Repeat equals 34. Arsenal will lose. PSG go 2-3 in UEFA Champions League finals before the 23 World Cup. Did they go 2-3? I'm pretty sure that they've only been in 2 Champions League finals. PSG. Adam, why not organise a barbecue and kick about instead of watching sports? I do those things, brother. I do have kickabouts and barbecues. Arsenal will become a new 16 winner. Are they going to be the 16th team to win it? The World Cup's going to be played in 16 stadiums. 15 is a big war number, though. But yeah, we could have a new winner. Arsenal have never won it, have they? How many English teams have won it? Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Champions League, not European Cup. Is it just 4? City have won it. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool. Is it those 4? Champions League, not European Cup. I know Villa have won European Cup, Forest. So it's 4. It could stay on 4. Could be 5. Why 5? Yeah, but Champions League actually. They didn't win the Champions League. They won the European Cup. Champions League, this is the 34th season. PSG become the 14th team to win more than 2 Champions Leagues. Nice. How many have won back-to-back? Villa don't have a Champions League. They have a European Cup. It's different. They don't have a Champions League. How many back-to-backs? My brother were talking to me about this. It's happened more than you realize. How many teams have gone back-to-back in the Champions League? Not the European Cup. 4. I know Real Madrid have done it. So, all right, keep an eye on that guy. I'll get rid of that. It's so crazy that Arteta comes in 11-3 in the 71st edition. And the 11th of March is the 71st day of the year when COVID was declared a pandemic. A lot's lining up for another one of them as well, which is not good. There's the confirmation of his Puskas Award, Giroud, the Frenchman playing for Arsenal. What was his number? 12? Oh, wow, he was 12. That's PSG's record if they lose, innit? Can I get a woo? If PSG lose the Champions League final, they go 1-2. And that's due. Why was he wearing 12? And again, I'll tell you this for everyone who watches my work and believes the players control everything, because you get different opinions, which is normal. Don't tell me Giroud's good enough. This should be viral. I think all my videos should be. I've never had one viral video. I've never got over 20,000 views. Think about that for what I show you. There's no way Olivier Giroud is good enough to do that. There's no way the coach said, right, this game, I want you to do a scorpion kick and you're going to win the Puskas Award. There's no way that he did that. Like the Bale scissor kick. There's no way that these players are doing this themselves. So for all of this to be so perfect, there's something above humanity. There's wickedness. There's principalities. You might call it technology. There's no way that Giroud's good enough to do that. I'm not saying that he's not good enough to score that goal, because I've seen goals like this. I'm saying he's not good enough to do it on that particular day. Now, let me show you this. You're going to like this one. I do believe the players are possessed. Thank you. Football is a game of what? Hey, meow. Football is a game of possession. Right? It's there, right in front of you. It is a game of possession. Who's the greatest at keeping possession? Pep. That guy is high ranking in the occult. And then he goes to Man City, who was saved by Freemasons, wasn't he? So it's a game of possession. And I told you the 18-yard box is 666. You all know that, yeah? The 18-yard box is 666. I'll remind you, from the goal line to the 6-yard box where the keeper takes the goal kick, 6 yards. 6-yard box to the penalty spot. Penalty spot's 12 yards, so that's another 6. And then the penalty spot, 12 yards to the 18-yard box. That's another 6. It's 666. It's not, oh, what are you talking about? It is. It's been deliberately set up to be 666, the 18-yard box. It has. Don't say, Adam, come on, you're a conspiracy theorist. It's a fact that it's divided 6, 6, 6. And that it's a game of possession. And that it was founded by Freemasons. All the stuff I'm telling you is fact. Now, some Americans understand. I lived in America. I coached football there. Some Americans know the game, guys. Not a lot of them. But there's some Americans that know football. They're big fans. Most of them have no idea, I'll be honest, but there's plenty that do. Adam Lastman, Michigan. Drake on his album dropped a shout to PSG. I'm very sure he's tied to this. He is. And when Benyama's tied to it because he supports PSG, the alien. Do you want to see this, Meows? Are you ready for this, guys? How did, and again, keep smashing that like button. Thank you very much. How did Arsenal score a lot of their goals this season? Just type it in the chat. Yeah, but listen, I love football. Nobody's going to take away my love of football. But I can't watch professional football. I'm coaching today. I'm coaching football today. I'm going to enjoy it, even though it's going to be 30 degrees. I'm not watching this Champions League final. I'm not bothered. Your dad coached soccer, nice. Adam, did you hear Pep farewell speech? He said he will control the players. Yeah, he did. He might be able to do it. You see these magicians and they do all that mind control, don't they? They hypnotize people. Today's Seth Rollins' birthday. Mr. Baphomet. Tyler Black. Rudy Giuliani's birthday as well. Corners, cheers. Corners, right? Now, watch this. Can you see this image of the Masonic compass? Yeah? You broke down for a bit when I found this wasn't organic. Football was a lifesaver for me. Yeah. Somebody, let me read the comments somebody sent me yesterday, and it struck a nerve, not in a negative way. Let me find it. Oh, maybe I didn't take the screenshot. But it was very telling. I think a lot of people are feeling this right now when they come across my work. It's not easy, especially if you're a big fan. You know, I don't think I saved the photo. But it was basically like, I needed this information more than ever, but it's like broken my heart. It hurts. Oh, here. You broke and healed me at the same time. I used to watch Ray Hudson commentary on Messi and always amazed and hooked, and Messi's whole image is what inspired me to play and go pro. But just before I was about to get serious, I came across you, the illusion. So it's tough. It hurts. I've been there, man. I've told you this. I'm not trying to break your heart. I was a massive fan, as big as anybody, and I don't watch it now. I went back to England. I didn't want to watch it with my mates, with my dad. Didn't want to watch it. They found it difficult. My mate Simon, he said, "You're not the same Adam. What's happened to you? Why are you doing this?" I'm like, it's not like I want to watch it deep down, but I can't. I can't watch it. Adam breaking hearts, the magician. I'm not trying to break hearts, man. Adam, go watch the result of PSG, Paris FC, please. That's the last game of PSG in League One. They lost to them in the cup, didn't they? They lost to them in the league as well, 2-1. 49th minute goal for Bacola, guys. Arsenal can stay on 49 trophies. PSG can go 2-1 in Champions. Oh, wow, guys. PSG can go 2-1 in Champions Champions League finals and keep Arsenal on 49 trophies. Is that what you've seen? That's crazy. Like, how are they losing? How is PSG losing at Paris FC twice in the same season? And they finish. Oh, that's 111 as well. That's the Champions League standings. Arsenal were first, PSG were 11th. 11-11. That's when World War One ended. PSG play at the Parc des Princes. King Charles was Prince Charles. The principalities in the Bible we warned about. Okay, thank you for sharing that. I see where you're going. They lost their last two league games 2-1. Who's this guy? Anybody know him? Gotti. Why did he score 2 goals? Number 7. Guys, this final's going to see a lot of 7s. Number 7. Okay. All right, look, so this 82 people in the house, baby. There we go. I bet I don't even have 82 likes, but let's do it. Let's hit that like button, share, subscribe as well. Did you notice I got to 14.7 thousand guys on the 147th day of the year? Did anyone notice that? I got to 14.7 thousand on the 147th day of the year. Give me a break. I couldn't get there for like 3 months, and then they give me it then. I had a mistake bake, 250. I know, Brian, outrageous. Just scandalous. I'm really fascinated by Wenger now. Well, Wenger was born in 49. He went 49 games unbeaten with Arsenal, and he's French. That professor who works for the World Economic Forum, yeah, he's going to be in attendance, isn't he? Mr. Burns, as I call him. Mr. Burns. The last time before losing their 2020 Champions League final, they also lost their home game before losing the final. Interesting. You're going to get a lot of stats like that. Did you see Arsene Wenger's suit jacket versus United? 2018 Masonic. Yeah, there was some ritual with Wenger where he couldn't fasten his zip. Do you remember that? What was that ritual? I bet it was a ritual by Gematria. A grown man, and he couldn't zip up his jacket. And he used to wear those jackets that go down to his like knees. Arsenal can go 2 wins, 2 losses, 22 against Enrique's PSG. Champions League 22 days after Enrique's birthday during the 22nd week of the year. Nice. Probably an idiot. No, it'll be a ritual where he couldn't do his zip. And that jacket there, but I don't know what the ritual was, but I just know it must have been a ritual. Because why is the camera on him? Can you all give me a woo, right? There's a game going on. Be honest with yourselves. Like, again, a lot of this is logic now. It's not just, oh, Adam, you're a genius. Just a bit of logic. There's a game going on, Premier League. But every time the camera was able to catch him not doing his zip. Always go to him. Like, the camera's supposed to be on the pitch. But every time he was trying to do his zip, they had a camera on him every single time. So there's some ritual going on with him and that zip. I don't know what it is, but everything they do is a ritual. Right. Let's get to this. That is the Freemason compass. You see a lot of footballers putting it up. right? With the celebration. Well, we mentioned earlier, yeah, it was, bro, when Fergie basically kicked a boot or a bottle at Beckham's eye, gave him a black eye. Beckham was just part of the black eye club, like a lot of these celebrities, right? But Arsenal score most of their goals from corners. Adam Lastman, give me a woo. Watch this. Look when you look at the corner flag. Sam Burke, God wins, Satan loses. Amen. God's won, Satan's lost. That's how I would word it deep down, but I know I always say God wins. Look at the corner flag, guys. Come on. Everyone hit the like button, please. Still waiting for that orange juice. Guys, the corner flag looks like the Masonic square and compass. I need everybody to give me a woo, every one of you. Arsenal, all the goals from corners. Imagine they get another one. Guys, it's a square and compass, the way they've set up the corner. Look. So I bet all your main Masons take corners. Beckham took corners, didn't he? Saka's on him. Rice. Get your high-ranking Masons on these corners, guys. And I told you, man, Arsenal Stadium, the Emirates, was opened on the anniversary of the FA being founded in a Freemason tavern. It was opened by Prince Philip, who was a Freemason. Google it. But look, when you do that with it, it's literally the square and compass, the corner. We got a couple of woos. Should be everybody right now doing that. Rice equals 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. Arsenal can be the 5th English team to win the Champions League. Yeah, the key reason they won the league was corners. And look. So I think that I'm going to put that on my website because that's mental. I showed you Guy Corey's Hungarian descent. If he does anything, you know why. And he does the pandemic celebration. He covers his mouth like a mask. So if he scores, it ain't good. And Hungary connects to famine. Hunger, famine, pestilence, the third horseman. Oh my word, 4 horsemen. How many horses are coming, Guy Corey's? 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? There he is pointing his finger. I don't know who he's pointing it to. But I don't know. Same there. He's pointing his finger to nothing. Master Mason, 3rd degree. Yeah, this guy came from Coventry, COVID. All right, seeing enough. There he is with Baphomet, the Carabao Cup, Baphomet Hans. Get rid of him. I'll keep him up. Here we go now. If, again, lots of ifs. I'll send you money later. Lastman, thank you so much, mate. I'm going to take Kenya for breakfast tomorrow. Right. I asked you earlier, Zipcam. Was it Zipcam, Mr. Flynn? Do these coaches know if they're going to win? This comment makes me want Arsenal. I've called about so many futures, I can get this one wrong. If you took my PSG, take Arsenal. I'd say that my future gets to a final, take the other team. Simple. If you didn't take my future of PSG, do whatever you want with this final. But if Arsenal win, I will show you all of this, James Luke, baby. I will show you what Arteta just said. Shout out to my brother Alan, who I really respect. He left this on my website. I didn't even know Arteta said this. But if they do win this, we're going to be going back to this. I'm going to pin this. I'm going to save this. You ready? I asked Arteta, well, I stated, Arteta recently said in the celebrations that Arsenal will be champions. Watch this. This is why I kind of want Arsenal for this. Mikel Arteta made exactly that declaration. Declan Rice, declaring war. Declan. So close, isn't it? While celebrating Arsenal's recent Premier League title win at a private party at the Bacchanalia restaurant in central London, probably going to have to code this now, He grabbed the microphone and loudly told the players and the staff, on Saturday, we're going to be the champions of Europe. Oh man, if they win this, I'm going back to this. He said in this restaurant, we're going to be the champions of Europe. We'll see. It's tricky. Sometimes these stuff go down. Let me find out what this means. The name of this restaurant. Why did he say it in there? Why Bacchanalia refers to wild, unrestrained, and often drunken festivities. That's like Saturnalia. And oh my word, guys. The god of wine and agriculture. Guys, Saturnalia is where Christmas came from. Saturnalia was wild, unrestrained, drunken festivities. That is Saturnalia is Pope Francis and Odegaard's birthday. Is he an image of him saying this? Probably not. I've never heard a coach do this before. What I don't get is, if they know it's rigged, how do they have the audacity to react the way they do? But WWE stars do it. WWE stars, they get on their knees and they cry, don't they, guys? They win a title and they go on their knees and cry. But they knew they were winning it. I'm trying to figure out the psychology. You're watching at 12 a.m. Much love. Bro, you just gave me goosebumps. I hope so. Why do wrestlers go on their knees and cry when they know before the match they're winning the title? So they can do it in these sports if they do it in wrestling. But they're all pointing their fingers. Who to? What even is that point that they do? Who are they pointing to? I've just seen it a million different ways. There's something, I don't know if it's a magic wand. I don't know what it is. I want to know. Anybody know? Any Masons watching? What is the point? Oh my word, what's the point? That's hilarious. That's a famous phrase. What's the point? Didn't I just say, what's the point in celebrating? Even when they clap like that, it makes the Masonic. Can you see that? Even when they clap, it makes that compass. The way they clap. And they all claim to be Christian, don't they? I don't believe them for a second. Anybody know what it is? Referee assigned to the game was born on the anniversary of Arsenal's only European trophy win. Oh, geez. Is Joey Barden watching? I don't know. There he's doing the Baphomet look with his finger, as above, so below. What's the name of the referee? JS Gaming, I've told you my pick will be on my website. I'm not giving it out on YouTube. But you can ask other people. None of us know. But my future record is unmatched in 6 years. What's this referee called? The referees, they've helped me with finals before. The fittest flat earther, and not I've told you, not interested in his work. I think I'm not bothered. I don't think he gives you much. I don't think he's giving you this level of information. And he's got a monumentally huge platform. What's the name of the ref? Lewis. Okay. Lewis. Oh, they've got Lewis Kelly, haven't they? Lewis Skelly, number 49. Freeman. I thought he was going to say Freemason. Is it this guy? German? Is he German? Is it him? He's German. And his birth is 4-5. World War II ended in 45, the year Hitler died. And it's 1984. I've told you Arsenal in 1984. George Orwell. Another George. That Georgian guy. So he's German. War. That could help Arsenal. Palace just won that cup in Germany with an Austrian coach. Born in Berlin. So what was your stat? Henry lost in France. Arsenal number 14 can lose in home country. Ah, yeah. Technically, yeah. Yeah. What was the stat? So what? Last time Arsenal... I can't find it. Timber means to collapse. Their number 12's Timber. Wait, Gaia Coes is a Batman fan. Didn't COVID come from a bat? That's what they told you. All right, referee assigned to the game was born on the anniversary of Arsenal's only European trophy. Was that Cup Winners' Cup? So 4-5. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a good point. Was it 94? It was when the World Cup was. Oh, my word. It was. Shit, this is good for Arsenal. Arsenal fans watching. Arsenal won the European Cup Winners' Cup once, claiming the prestigious title. They won it in 1994. That is when USA hosted the World Cup. Arsenal can win the Champions League when USA are hosting the World Cup again, and they won it on 5-4 or 4-5, which is the birthday of this referee. See, that benefits Arsenal and the Gunners, and he's German. This is why it's so hard. I don't know. Everyone, look, this is so annoying. I've got another kid asking me, who's winning? It's all people care about. That's the hardest thing with this. All right, whatever you just said, I don't care. Who's winning? No, I'm not telling you. One, I don't know. And two, I'm not even going to answer your question if that's all you're going to give me. Who's winning? You try and tell me who's winning after this stream. Tell me how easy it is to pick the winner after this stream. Fact is, my picks got to the final, which is hard enough in itself. 36 teams. You got Real Madrid that could have been there, Bayern, Barca, Man City. All these teams that could have got there, Inter Milan. Just getting to the final as a pick is difficult in the Champions League or World Cup or the Euros. Hello from Australia. Hey, Adam, did you see Iran's internet blackout lasted 88 days? No. Even the blackouts are coded. I can tell you Ronaldo's first World Cup goal was against Iran. Can't believe you predicted the Queen's death. Yep. 2 years before she died, I said she was going at 96. PSG's last loss in the Champions League final was against Bayern Munich, German team, held in Lisbon. Gaia Coes was signed from Lisbon. Last game PSG lost in the Champions League was against Sporting Lisbon. That's massive. That's massive because I told you this, didn't I? I kind of showed you this, but I didn't break it down well enough. Where is it? Was it here? Where is it? No. Where did I have the table? Oh, here, look. So PSG lost a Champions League final, didn't they, on Kobe Bryant's birthday? His 42nd birthday, right? Kobe won number 8, 24. Arsenal, 8 wins, 24 points. They also had 8 wins, 23 goals. Kobe's birthday. PSG lost the Champions League final to Bayern, where Harry Kane's playing. They finished 7-0-1, 126 prime. Kobe died 126. But then Inter finished with, PSG had 4 wins, 2 draws, 42. They lost the Champions League to Bayern on Kobe's 42nd birthday. and he wore number 8 and 24. So, and then, that final was in Lisbon, which connects to Gaia Core's. The Lisbon, the lion as well, which connects to Jesus. The lion connects to England. So, it's... And did you also notice PSG finished with 14 points and 4 wins? Oh, my word, guys, look what I've just seen. Guys, hit the like button. Come on. I'm glad Adam Lastman's going to support me later. I'm knackered again. I've just noticed something. I like this. The referee's 42 years old. No, he's not. Wow. Wait, I can't believe I've just noticed this. Look at this, guys. 5 people give me a woo. Kobe means divine door or God's gate. Yeah, crazy stuff, isn't it? 2022 illusion had energy and arrogance. I have energy now. My arrogance is not what it was. My energy is there. Look at me now. Barely sleep, and I've got more energy than the average person. Look at this. PSG beat Spurs 4-2 in pens in the Super Cup. Brilliant. Yes, they did, Archie. I'm finally getting some amazing comments from multiple people. It's usually 1 or 2 people. PSG, look at this record. Look at this record, right? Look. 14 points. 4 wins. Arsenal. 14 league titles. 4 Premier League titles. 8 matches played. I'm going to have to put this in my book. Odegaard, their captain. Number 8. 2 draws, 2 losses. Arsenal win the league the first time in 22 years. I'm going to have to say that again out loud again. PSG play Arsenal in the final, who just won the Premier League. They got the 14th league title, 4th Premier League title, captained by their number 8, first Premier League in 22 years. So this whole group was coded. I don't care who PSG beat, who Arsenal beat, it was coded for them. It was coded for Arsenal to go perfect. I don't care how... Look, and again, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop you all here, right? The number code's mad. How did Spurs finish 4th? I didn't even notice. How did Spurs, who were 2 points off relegation, finish 4th in this Champions League? I didn't even notice that. So they were 4th and Arsenal were first, 41 of 14. How did they finish ahead of Barcelona, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Atletico? This is not real. It can't be real. Wait, is that Thierry Henry's birthday? Let me bring this here. Wait, Adam, what are you doing here? Thierry Henry, when's your birthday? Oh, it's 8/17, you French joker. His birthday's 8/17. Spurs, 8 matches, 17 points. That is when Arsenal's league campaign began. 8/17. Didn't he lift the trophy in Spurs' stadium? He always scored against Spurs. Daniel! That's the name of the ref! Oh man, guys, this is too much. Daniel's the name of this ref. Thierry Henry's middle name's Daniel. Daniel's prophetic 70 weeks in the Bible. PSG won the 70th edition of the European Cup. This referee is called Daniel. It's Thierry Henry's middle name. He's their best ever player. I know some of you are going to tell me it's Bergkamp or whatever. I think it's this guy. This is a joke. Seeing this stuff every day is a joke. Not as much of a joke as Spurs finishing 4th. 5-2-1 record. Why? Because it was all about the prime. It's all about the prime, baby. 5/21's the 98th prime, which is the date the Queen died. It's also Bruno Fernandez's birthday. Queen died on Bruno's birthday. Really? Arsenal scored their first season goal at home stadium, 34th minute. Arsenal were champions last time in the 03-04 season. with legendary Thierry Henry. They opened this year's 34th Premier League season. They last won the Premier League in the match week 34 against Tottenham. They won the league the 139th day of the year this year, 34th prime. Arteta played for PSG. He wore number 34. He made his debut for PSG in the 34th minute. They won the 34th edition of the Premier League. They want to win the 34th edition of the Champions League. Yeah, they have every 34 to win this, Arsenal. They have every 34 there is. Arsenal FC 34. Cheers, Maya. They have every 34. They just went from 3 Premier League titles. Give me a woo. They just went from 3 Premier League titles to 4. They went from 3 to 4. Where did you send the image, Brian? Instagram? Xhaka, which somebody mentioned to me, and I realized I actually did a code about him. This guy who just got to Europe with Sunderland, Arsenal's captain at one point, his number 34 for Sunderland, the Black Cats, Magic. Okay, he's 34. He's letting you know about it. He knows why he's 34. And Saint Ignatius of Loyola, hit the like button, guys. 100 likes, we need this. Founded the Society of Jesus. Obviously, Arsenal have Jesus, Gabriel. They talk about Jesus all the time. All a ritual for this. The Jesuits in Paris, France. So, Ignatius of Loyola founded the Society of Jesus in Paris, France. And look, 1534. Now, this guy was hit by a cannonball. Saint Ignatius of Loyola's leg was shattered by a cannonball in the Battle of Pamplona in 1521. So the guy who founded the Society of Jesus got his leg shattered by a cannonball. And Arsenal, who were playing against France, I mean the French champions, have a cannonball logo. YouTube not giving notifications, insane work. Thank you. Nobody seems to get notified now. Arsenal's logo is a cannonball. And the guy who founded the Society of Jesus, Loyola, founded it in Paris, France, and his leg got shattered by a cannonball. Yeah, I've said, and Puskas means gunner. The Gunners are playing in Puskas Arena. I'm showing you why they're meaning. I'm not here to tell you I predict everything correct every day, because I don't. But I believe over 6 years, I don't know if anyone's predicted more than me. Let's be real. Maybe they have, but I've never come across them. But soon I'm not going to be doing all these predictions every day. It's too much. I'm going to reveal like this. This is fun to me. Once you start going, well, who's winning then? The fun disappears for me. And it's not, oh, you can't handle the pressure. I've done it 6 years, handling the pressure. So yes, I can. So yeah, that's mental with the cannonball. What image did you send me, mate? What's the image about? And remember, who's Arsenal's captain, right? Wait, Proverbs 6, 12, 14 is why they point fingers. All right, bro. Great job, man. Some great decodes. Thank you. Adam, Zach called you out last night, bro. Did you? Zach calls me out because he can't handle that I'm better than him. When Zach talks about other coders, he laughs at them, right? Anytime Zach talks about me, he gets so angry. Go watch when he talks about me. Oh, that English guy. Oh, he thinks he's the greatest. Oh, he said that. Oh, that. He gets so angry when he talks about me. The other people, he goes, yeah, they're bullshit. They can't code. And he's got a smug grin. He talks about me. He loses his mind. So did Zach call me out? Let him. Let him call me out. He's talking about me. I ain't talking about him. Unless you bring him up. Zach called you the delusion. What? It's. Are you watching my stream? Can you all give me a woo? Are you all watching my stream? Is this a delusional person talking? Or is it a genius? Am I more of a genius or delusional? Be real. You don't have to call me a genius. I'm closer to being a genius than delusional because the information I'm giving you is factual. My hit rate is a million times better than his. This year, pre-season, Villa Europa League, yes. Palace Conference League, yes. Bayern Bundesliga, yes. PSG, the French League, yes. Man City League Cup, yes. Porto, Portuguese League, yes. Galatasaray, Turkish League, yes. Ipswich promotion, yes. Celtic to win the league, yes. Celtic to win the cup, yes. I can go on. Pre-season. Go get Zach's list of football futures over the last 9 months. He won't have one. So he can call me whatever he wants. Go watch his channel. What are you going to learn? The Society of Jesus control everything. That if you believe in Jesus, you're delusional. Okay, Zach. I know you want to believe, but that wicked dark heart of you won't let it. Think you're a genius and you deny Jesus as your Lord and Savior? You ain't very smart, are you? You're delusional. Not me. The Ipswich call was crazy. Yeah, thank you. The White Horse. Revelation 6:2. And they lost the first 3 or 4 games, Ipswich. And I was like, Adam, you said Ipswich are going up. What you on about? Bro, it's 4 games in. What's your problem? I thought you and Zach were the same person. Nah. Zach told everybody that I'm 5'5". Can I get a LOL? He told people I'm 5'5" and I left my wife and children to code. I don't have any kids. He told everybody I left my kids. He also said I never claimed Argentina would win the World Cup. When there's a video 18 months before of me saying it on YouTube about Aguero. You never mentioned Argentina, you liar. Oh, there's a video a year and a half before, mate. People won 28 grand off my Argentina pick. One guy. But you're telling me I never mentioned Argentina? What? So yeah, let him talk about me. Somebody probably brought him up. Some probably brought me up in the chat. What do you think of the illusion? What? You mean the delusion? The guy who said this? The guy who stole all my work? Yeah, but I don't watch any of your work. You think I need you for this? You can't even kick a football. But yeah, Zach called me 5'5", Dave. Call me 5'5". I'm 5'11". So he's calling out my height and he's never met me. But yeah, whatever. I don't care if Zach's 5'6", 6 foot. I don't care. But to call me delusional, it's just a shitty play on words, isn't it? That's all it is. It's just, they think they're funny. Oh, the delusion, the shallusion. Yeah, sure. Dave, I already thanked you earlier. I appreciate you so much, mate. Thank you for everything. Now, who's Arsenal's captain? Martin Odegaard, yeah. Adam, check this. I watched both of you and you hit the code in a way that made me understand in just a year. He isn't bad, but you have that on him. Listen, what have I said about Zach? I've said it to his face. Smash the like button, please, everybody watching. I've said it to his, well, not his face. I've never met him. I've said it over a video call. I've said it in live streams. I appreciate Zach's work. I learn loads from Zach in my first year. I don't respect him as a person. I don't respect him as a sports decoder. I respect him as a coder. I respect him for identifying patterns. I don't respect his faith. I don't respect him calling me the delusion. I think he's very gifted at what he does, and I don't think he uses that gift as well as he could. I believe his ego's out of control, but he believes mine is. You might think he's better than me. I don't care about that anymore. I'm not trying to be better than Zach. I code differently. Can I get a woo? I'm not necessarily going to say I'm better right now. I code differently. My main sport is football, yeah? His is probably, he does baseball. I do all of them as well, but he does baseball, NFL, bit of NBA. My main is football. I didn't learn to code football from Zach Hubbard, who couldn't name 5 Premier League teams. And that's true. So if he's like, he stole everything from me, Zach, you couldn't tell me one team in the championship, could you? You couldn't tell me you won La Liga this season. You might know about Messi and Ronaldo. You might have made connections with Argentina beating France in the World Cup because the Society of Jesus were founded in France and Pope Francis is Argentinian. You may have seen that. Very basic. But he thinks the Society of Jesus control our reality. I tell you, have you ever heard Zach say this? What do I say? Jesus Christ is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and Omega, my Lord and Savior. I'm nothing without him. I don't exist without him. He doesn't say that. Now, there are people on Twitter that steal people word for word. They want to be Zach. They want to be GG33. They want to be the illusion. They steal their work. They will use their phrases, whatever it is. Those people exist. That's up to them if they want to do that. But to say that I need Zach at this point, just because I learned from him 6 years ago, that's delusional. Can you all give me a woo? That's delusional. For Zach to think I need him now is one of the most delusional things ever. When I have a website and I code daily and I focus on the Bible and football, which he doesn't go anywhere near. So we ain't the same type of coder. Just because we code doesn't mean we're the same. So let him say what he wants. I know what I've revealed. I don't give a shit, ultimately, what other people, especially the people that target me on Twitter, are the people with 50 followers or 5 followers. It's never anyone with a major platform. Odegaard's birthday is 12/17. Arsenal's captain. And again, he won't know this. Well, he'll know Pope, but he won't know Odegaard. So, Odegaard was born on Pope Francis's birthday. Pope Francis was the first Jesuit pope. Okay? He was the first Jesuit pope. And I told you, I believe Arteta's a Jesuit, is a Catholic, and there's not much difference. The Jesuits are an order of Roman Catholic priests. Arteta's a Catholic. Guardiola's a Catholic. Luis Enrique is a Catholic. So when people talk about the Society of Jesus, right, it's so important. Can I get a woo? Man, Society of Jesus. I didn't know about Society of Jesus until I came across Zach. I'd never heard of them. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know anything about the Catholic Church. I didn't know anything about popes. And I learned that my early work, I'd revolve it around the Society of Jesus because of Zach, my early work. I'm telling you that right now. I didn't just come across Society of Jesus. I found it through him. I'll still incorporate it, but it's not everything is the society of Jesus. This is a society of Jesus sacrifice. They're obviously connected. I call them the society of Judas. I believe their father's the devil. I believe they're the children of disobedience that do the will of their father, Satan. So I don't dismiss the society of Jesus. I don't dismiss Freemasonry. But to think that they're in control of everything, that is low level. That lacks discernment. 69 doesn't like the illusion. Yeah, he lost some money on one pick. He was my biggest fan to my biggest hater. And then he stole all my work as well. Go to his platform, it's all my work before he turned on me. So yeah, there's a lot of info here. And yeah, Proverbs 6, 12, 14. A worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger, with perverted heart, devises evil. Yeah, I've used that. Thank you so much for that, right? Where is it? Young H47. That is why they do those things. I actually did a video about it, so thank you. As a Muslim, I agree with you. They worship Freemasons, not Jesus. Thank you. So we'll read that out again. A worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger, with perverted heart, devises evil. Ronaldo points with his finger, winks with his eye. You remember his wink against England? The crooked speech, they claim Christ, but they're clearly not following him. Gaiaco's spot in mass symbolizes COVID. PSG's final loss was in 2020 in COVID against Bayern in Lisbon. Final PSG lost to Sport in finals, ref by a German ref whose birthday is on Arsenal's Euro Cup win. It's amazing. Adam, do you think Myron Gaines' persona is scripted? Don't know who it is. If you're asking me, it probably. Okay, Brian, I'm looking at your image with Wenger and Sir Alex. What is it? I know they didn't Man United give him an award. They're always giving each other awards. What is it? Check my DM. Okay. I have. Is it the image of Wenger and Sir Alex? Sir Alex. Check the suit jacket. Okay. Oh wow, the Mason. Bro, you're on about the Masonic, the Mason symbol, yeah? I'll share that later, bro. Thank you. But listen, if you guys, I know a lot of you appreciate this work. If you guys judge this work of a pick missing, then you shouldn't be involved with it. Do you watch Sparky Lee? No, I know Sparky Lee videos. I don't watch really a lot, guys. There's not enough minutes in the day for me now to watch. I watch Bible stuff like I'm watching this. It's called Infected, The Marking. It's a prophetic thriller. I watch stuff like this. This movie's done by AI, and it's about the mark of the beast. So I'll watch this, and I'll learn from it. I don't like the trans investigations and stuff. I went through all of that and watched it, and it was interesting, and I did videos. I don't watch stuff like that anymore. I don't watch Zach. I watched Cody a few times. I respect Cody. But no, I don't really watch people's channels like I did maybe 4 years ago. We all learn from each other, don't we? Andrew Tate, Snake, Marilyn Monroe, Male, Mason. Net void. I got along with her, and then she became all dramatic. She tried to instigate between me and Zach. She made some wild claim that I invited her to my house because I wanted to make out with her. Literally offered her a bedroom because my mum lives in a big house. She wanted to meet me. We did a podcast where I said Argentina would win the World Cup. She really enjoyed it. She respected me, and then I did a stream with her, and Zach called in, and then it was just she was just stirring stuff up. So Net Void, I don't know what she's doing now. If she still even has a platform, I don't know. She was just some coder who was obsessed with aliens and Operation Bluebeam, but she was nice to me. She was nice, but then she had a soft spot for Zach. But then Zach turned on her and called her out, and then she turned on Zach, and I'm like, I ain't playing these baby games. Can I get a woo? That's why I don't go back and forth with these people. I'll do streams with them anymore to prove a point, because it's just grown men and women just trying to one up each other. And you're gonna have people that support me and support Zach, and Zach's a shill, illusion's shallusion. It's just embarrassing at this point. I used to do it. My ego was out of control, but it's not worth my time, man. Yeah, don't throw your pearls to swine. I've got my channel. Adam, you have the charisma of a superstar. I know who I am. And I know my gifts. And people can say as they wish about me. But they don't know me. They think they do. They watch one video and they think they know me. They don't. So, yeah, who wins the final? Did I help you? Probably not. I don't think I helped decide who's going to win it. Did I give you information that made you go, what? It must be all a ritual? I think so. I think I gave you that. And if I get this right, I will tell you all of this. This is the funny thing. If PSG win it, I will get 0 credit. Can I get a woo before I go? Just like I've got 0 credit for the 11 futures already. Nothing. If Thunder go and win the NBA, I'll get nothing. It'll just be, well, they were favourites. It's like, yeah, but they had to go through the Spurs and the Knicks and whatever it is, I'll get nothing. If I get next year's Super Bowl right, I'll get nothing. If I get it wrong, oh my word, if I get it wrong, I'll have 4 years of videos made about me. The Shalusian, he claimed this team was going to win and he got it wrong. What is he even talking about? It proves that his work is bullshit. It's like, nah, I'm not doing it. You don't get anything for getting it right. I don't get tips anymore for getting it right. So it's like, here's what I see, do what you want. Like, why are these guys meeting in the final? I've just shown you. I've shown you why they're meeting, and if you disagree with this, then there's no hope for you. You may as well not watch the work if you think that this has not already been coded before the season, why they're meeting. And I bet if I put something about, Adam Lastman, thank you so much, brother. If I study these guys now, I bet there's something with them. I know they played together. If I did their birthdays, I'd find something. Yes, Arteta and Enrique played together at Barcelona, late 90s, early 2000s. And now they meet, look, Arteta came through La Masia, the Masonic Academy at Barcelona. All right? That's where Messi came through and Guardiola and Iniesta and Xavi and all of that. And look, I am shocked Iniesta's not coaching right now. But they played together. So Arteta was a young lad. Enrique was established. So now they're meeting. They're meeting each other. And Arteta's best friend, Zach charges £1 an hour for every guest. Listen, Zach can charge as he wishes, right? He's done loads of, I'm going to say, he's done loads of amazing work. And if he wants to charge, I could charge you for my YouTube. I'm not gonna. I won't charge for YouTube. You send me tips and stuff. Thank you. I could, and I know a lot of you would pay it. I won't. And if Zach does charge, let him. Guys, girls are charging hundreds of dollars for photos of them. I'd rather pay Zach a quid than that. And when content creators provide a platform where they charge, you don't have to pay. You don't have to sign up, and you most certainly don't have to stay supporting that person. You come to my website, right? You pay $10. Maybe you sign up today, you pay $10. 30 cents a day. You might like it, you extend it. You might go, I didn't really rate that. I'd rather spend my $10 here. And you leave. Don't call somebody, oh, these guys are fraud, he charges for his pics. Let them come to your website. And if they don't like it, leave. If they like it, stay. Don't call them out for being frauds because they charge. I see a lot of coders saying, well, I give my pics out for free. So what? What's your point? It don't make you better than anyone. You might give them out for free. One, you don't want the pressure that comes with it. Two, your codes are not very good, so nobody's going to pay for them. It don't make you special because you share your codes for free. I've done this stream for free. Don't make me special. Does my work warrant payment? For me to do this work daily, I need money, yeah. I won't be able to sit on my ass now 2 hours giving you this information because I'd be working a regular job without the support I get off my website or from super chats or paper. I won't be able to do it. That's just a fact. Not how often I do it. I don't want to get rich. Somebody yesterday said to me, hey, Mr. Smartass, show me your winning betting slips. No. I don't care if you win bets. It don't make you a good coder. It don't mean you're revealing anything. I won bets in my 20s. I didn't know any of this. I won bets. And of course, you're going to show me your winning bets. Show me the ones you lost. If you want to do that, show me your winning tickets. No. You're a fraud. No, I'm not. I'm not. Go to my YouTube. There's Enrique, Mourinho, and Guardiola all together in the same photo. They are now the 3 best managers in the world. Joey won't speak to me. Arsenal broke the Fibonacci sequence. Yes. The 3 best coaches of our generation are all in one photo. No, I don't know Joey. Right. Here's how Joey got brought up. Right. I don't know if it's even real. There was about 7 people. And you've got to realize as well, guys, that those 7 people could be the same person. Can I get a woo? It could be the same person. I can do all things through Christ which strengthen me. Yes, Steph Curry always says this. But they all came into my chat and said, Joey Barden loves your work. Joey Barden watches all your videos. And I'm like, I didn't know that. I was like, okay, fair enough. But Joey Barden's never personally reached out to me. He's never messaged me. He's never responded to a comment. He's never come in my stream. So does Joey Barden watch my work? I'm only going off what some people in the chat say. Do I give a shit if he watches it? No. If he did watch it and he's genuine, he would interview me. Am I excited at the thought of a Mason watching my work? No. Would I do an interview if he asked me? Yes. Would I get called a Freemason for being interviewed by Joey Barden? Yes. Am I going to win from that interview? No. But would I still take it? Yes. And by the way, this Joker, have they just given this guy, how many, guys, can we get the likes to 100? Then I've got to go eat something. As this guy being given Aguero's script, Aguero played for Man City, Atletico, Barcelona. This guy, Man City, Atletico, and now he's going to Barcelona. Has he just got the Aguero script? Even the same celebration. Aguero did the devil arms. And Zach Hubbard has no idea who this player is. So I don't know if he's getting the same script. But he definitely is going down a similar path. Probably from the same Masonic fraternity as Aguero. I don't think they get the same script necessarily. It's just they're from the same Masonic lodges. Just they're doing everything in blue and red. Everything's in blue and red. Look at that. It's Freemasonic. I've shown my Freemason video should have hundreds of thousands of views. Do you agree? The Freemason video should have hundreds of thousands of views. It should be viral. It should be viral. I think it has less than 1,000 views. It has less than 1,000 views, my Freemasonry video. Which is just, I just can't comprehend that. And I believe what they do here, they have no say in the outcome. Unless they're doing black magic on the sidelines, I don't care if hey, get back, go, pass, keep it, keep the ball, excellent, good, keep the ball, discipline. I don't believe what they're saying on the side has any impact unless they're doing magic. You know, they were best friends, and now he coaches Chelsea. The best friends growing up, and they came through Sociedad. Now, guys, it's just a joke. It's a joke. He played for Everton. He played for Liverpool. Blue and red. Masons. Do you remember? It's too overlapping, guys. It's so scripted. They're obviously part of some sort of secret society, a cult. They grow up together. They play together. They're friends. They meet each other in finals. It's the same coaches that dominate. All right, whether it's Jose, Pep, Sir Alex, Ancelotti, now it's going to be Arteta. All right, Klopp. It's the same bunch of them. And the big connection with them is Barcelona and the Catholic Church. All Catholics, not Christians. This guy. Look at them. This guy's from the Basque, Unai Emery. All these Spanish coaches, they're so good. Why? Why they're so good? Mr. Beast videos, on the other hand, are propped up 100 times. Yep. The algorithm's a lie. Alonso and Arteta become manager in the same league. Yeah. The blue and red, innit? Chelsea, Arsenal, blue and red again. So yeah, Freemasons, Jesuits, they have a massive role. They don't control the world, and I'll leave you with this. They didn't create it, did they? Can I get a woo? Yes, Masons, Society of Jesus, massively influenced the world. Secret societies like Skull and Bones, massively influenced the world. They didn't create it. That was God. They influence it. They're in high up positions. I'm not saying these presidents are not Masons. I've told you all of this. They didn't create the heaven and the earth. They ain't going to judge you on Judgment Day. But they've obviously got a lot of power and influence because the father's the devil. So everyone, think about the billions of people, right, who are going to watch this final. They don't know what I'm showing you. They're going to watch it and go, this is going to be amazing. Two incredible teams. They're going to get sold on the build-up. And I'm here showing you it's not authentic. I'm not going to say it's not real because there's going to be a game that takes place in Hungary. It's not authentic. It's by a code. It's by a code. It's a ritual. The whole thing is a ritual. Like PSG Qatar Airways, and then Messi wins the World Cup in Qatar against France. So they knew with that sponsor, they knew PSG was sponsored by Qatar Airways when Messi played. Messi wins the World Cup in Qatar against France. The day after Pope Francis's birthday, who's Argentinian, and he was a Jesuit, and the Society of Jesus were founded in France. It's just really, that should be enough. But you know what I got from people? Jaden, why do you always share that shitty code? You know what I get from people? Adam, it was Argentina, France. It was two of the best countries in the world. They met in the final. That's all it was. Calm down. That's what I got. That's all I got from a lot of people. It was, Adam, it was the best South American team against the best European. It's no big deal. I'm like, wait, did you not hear what I said and what I showed you 18 months before? No? And then the final's 3-3 and France's dialing code is plus 33. And then they hosted the 33rd edition of the Olympics after, and PSG won the 33rd edition of the Champions League, and Argentina have won 3 World Cup finals and lost 3. Did you not catch that? Oh no, bro. It was just the 2 best teams that met. Alrighty then. What? The Argentina that lost to Saudi Arabia? That one? Do you know who's Tony telling it like it is? Yes. Not watched his videos in about 3, 4, 5 years. Go follow him, see how much you learn. He'll probably tell you a team's winning for a fact. He's going to get a few things right. We all do. But no, I don't watch his stuff. I know who he is. I'm shocked he still does a channel. Alonso left Madrid by the code. Yes, he did. He also played for them as well. Do you like Tony? Tell it as it is. Should I watch it? Has he got better? Or is he still a diehard football fan who wears football jerseys and gets all emotional about who wins? All right, it's time for me to go. If you watch the game, enjoy it. If you still like it, I will not watch it, but I will end the stream right now. Yeah, people think Henri's going to be killed. Here's a reality. Here's just a reality. Arsenal could win the Champions League, right? And on the same day, Thierry Henry and Arsene Wenger could die. And people say it's not a ritual. Give me a woo if you agree. I'm telling you, that's why I'm like, there's no point sometimes. Arsenal could win the Champions League, and on the same day, Arsene Wenger and Thierry Henry could die. And people will still say it's not a ritual. I'm telling you, they will. You'll be like, Adam, come on. Don't be silly. I'm telling you, they would just be like, Adam, don't talk about the dead like that. Literally what could happen. That's why I'm at with it. That's why I'm like, okay, if they see it, great. If they don't, they just never will. They never will. I even made a joke that made people laugh. I said Donald Trump could score the winning goal for USA in the World Cup final, and people will still tell me it's not rigged. I'm telling you, that is the black magic. Not messing around with you. Not messing around with you. Trump gets the winner in the World Cup final against Iran. And people will still tell me, I think you're reaching there, Adam. USA, they did well. They had a strong defensive unit. Trump used to play football in his younger days. Iran have got a lot of attacking talent, Adam. I think you're reaching a bit with this one. I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I think so. Must be. So, yeah, they're under a spell. So it's like, Mag Bit of Truth. I have not watched that guy again in 4 years. I used to like him. Bam! Hit him with a bam. I found him funny. And then I was like, he's not really. I'm not learning anything anymore from the guy. He's repeating himself. But I liked him for a period. He wants to rename the Nobel Peace Prize in his name. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Maradona dies, then Messi wins the Copa America and the World Cup. Liverpool win the league, then Jota dies. Lakers win the NBA Finals on National Father-Daughter Day, the year Kobe and his daughter die. Messi wins the Ballon d'Or on Maradona's birthday. What else do you have? Ronaldo's twin dies, then he scores a hat-trick. There's other stuff. Pope Leo becomes the Pope on Luis Enrique's birthday. Luis Enrique goes to back-to-back Champions League finals. Eusebio dies 2016. Portugal win Euro 2016. You can say it's not ritualistic if you want. Mariah Carey releases an album, then her mother and sister die on the same day. Different events. The Patriots Act gets signed after 9/11, then right after the Patriots win the Super Bowl. A 9-year-old gets shot dead in Liverpool. Liverpool's next game, they win 9-0, and number 9, Firmino, gets man of the match. Sheffield United women's number 8 dies the same day. Newcastle beat Sheffield United 8-0. What else is there? Any more, guys? Top of your head before I go? You can say it's all organic if you want. Ukraine get attacked by Russia in 2022. Golden State Warriors and Wardell Curry win the NBA Finals. Their colors the same as the Ukraine, blue and yellow. I should do a video about this. Yeah, Patrick Vieira gets sacked on St. Patrick's Day. Is this all coincidence to everyone still? Arsenal, the only team to visit Buckingham Palace to have tea with the Queen, get coronated in the stadium of Palace. Can I get a woo? Ten Hag, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all sacked in the same week, and they all coached for Man United. Sacked within 2 days of each other. Like, come on, guys. What you wanted me to read? Verse 3. You keep sending it, and it's a Bible verse. Got to share it. Brethren, I count not myself to be apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Look, I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. How many of these footballers are winning prizes and thanking God? Can I get a woo? Palace just did it. God was with us the whole tournament. Look, they win a prize, they thank God. It's this verse. But yeah, guys, come on. Yeah, Ten Hag joins Man United. The number 10 was the best player, Rashford. Satan gets you 10. Ten Hag joins the Red Devils, which I coded 18 months before. 40-1 that he'd be the next Man United coach. And he was. Declan Rice signs for Arsenal, they win the league, and West Ham get relegated. Who he signed from? Coincidence? Harry Kane dominates with Bayern. Spurs nearly get relegated. The world's on the verge of war. Harry Kane has the season of his life. They win a treble. World War III. He's born on the anniversary of World War One beginning. Man United lose 6-1 and Liverpool lose 7-2 the same day. So, come on. Arsenal win the Premier League and the season began on Thierry Henry's birthday, number 14, and they win the 14th league title, and they just signed number 14, Gaia Corres. Come on, guys. I'll do a video. Does this need a video before I go? Kenya's calling me. For false messiahs, look how Messi's in that. False prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. You're being deceived, most people. I know Wenger was born in 49. Wait, it was a Swiss manufacturer, Wenger. Wenger's middle name's Charles as well. Arsenal get coronated in the palace. King Charles was coronated. And he's French. So yeah, Divock wins the league in COVID. Divock is COVID backwards, yeah, and he scored. No, Kenya's about to work, so I need to call her. Arteta, Gabriel Heinze, Ronaldinho, teammates at PSG. Heinze played for Man United as well. Southampton were cheating, but situation was created where Saints could publicly be called cheats. Yeah, the Saints were called cheats. Spygate, you got the spies in the Bible. You got the Saints being persecuted. You got Gabriel Jesus scoring the winning goal against the Saints to get them to the Centurions with Man City. Centurion crucified Jesus. Jesus gets the winning goal against the Saints at the death to get them to the Centurions. And then he gets replaced at Man City by the Beast. Jesus leaves, the Beast takes his place. Come on, man, all day long. No, I don't watch Sunday League. Sometimes watch some of the kids I coach, but not often. Too busy. Can we get a Harry Kane impression before you go? Okay. I'll do it for you, Mark, because you supported me all the way from good old Australia. Okay, Harry Kane impression. Harry, great season, mate. Unbelievable job with Bayern Munich. You win the treble. I'm sure you're going to be interested in this Champions League final. I know that you supported Arsenal as a kid. You played for their academy. Who do you think is going to win, Harry? I'm sure you probably want Arsenal, but then you've got your Tottenham connections. And then Paris Saint-Germain did knock you out. So I'm sure this is difficult, isn't it, Harry? But who do you reckon is going to win the 2026 Champions League final in Hungary?
It's a very good question. Obviously, really would have liked to have been there myself, but fair play, hats off to Paris Saint-Germain for their wonderful performance. To be honest, I think they were the better team of the two legs. Although I do believe that a few decisions did go against us. Obviously, I'm an Englishman, captain of England. I've got a lot of friends who support Arsenal. A lot of good memories with Arsenal when I was playing for their academy. But overall, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to have to go for Paris Saint-Germain. To be honest, I just like I'm very loyal with Tottenham and the all-time leading goal scorer for Tottenham. So yeah, like I said, ideally I would want Bayern Munich to be in the final, but we did win the treble. I did get the top goal scorer in the German league. But yeah, I think we've got to say, Arsenal really good with corners. It's going to be difficult for Paris Saint-Germain to bend those set pieces. But you've got to look at Paris Saint-Germain. They've got goal threats from everywhere. Dembele is just, the guy he's a Ballon d'Or winner right now. So they've got some class players. So yeah, I think probably Paris Saint-Germain. I wouldn't be shocked to see it go to extra time and maybe a shootout. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm a football fan at heart, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and yeah. Good luck to Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal. May the best team win. There you go. Luis Diaz, dad gets kidnapped. Diaz scores versus Luton the next game. And he scored 2 goals against Brazil right after his father was kidnapped. Pretty suspicious, isn't it? Was his father kidnapped? No. No. It's a ritual. Lionel Messi being born on the anniversary of Freemasonry being founded. Neymar being born exactly 7 years after CR7. Man, we could go on all day. Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, fast as lightning. Lightning Bolt? Yeah, sure, that's his real name. Don't bullshit me. No way he was born Usain Bolt and became the fastest man in the world. Got to be bullshitting me right there. Have to be. I'm going to do a video about this. It's pretty good. Right. And start leaving comments, guys, on my videos afterwards. Makes more people want to watch the stream. Ricky Hatton lost 3 fights in his career. Man City beat Man United 3-0 the same day Ricky Hatton is pronounced dead. Yep, all these things I've coded. The Hitman Hatton. So who's winning the Champions League, boss? Oh, no, you're going to have to ask Harry Kane. You're going to have to ask Harry Kane, boss. All right, time for me to go. I need to call Kenya. Oh, sugar. Nearly just broke my laptop. God bless you all. Arsene Charles, Ernest Wenger. You're a joker. You're an absolute joker. And yeah, much love to you all. Take care. No, I'm not going to sing the song. I can't be asked. If you want to listen to it, you can go play it on the channel. Maybe another time, bro. Have a blessed day, everybody. God bless you all. Who wins, PSG or Arsenal? I don't give a shit. What you need to know is God wins. Woo! Take care. I'm off. And maybe I'll stream tomorrow and give you a more detailed breakdown. Maybe I won't. See what happens. Take care. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for your support. God wins.